Thursday morning's price action was very interesting, and it's very important to study, and this important video in my opinion. So basically, excuse me. So basically, this is Thursday. So this CPI day, and this is your CPI candle. So basically, what was the bias for the day? Bullish, and the reason is very, very clear. We had 4-hour imbalance. We had buy side liquidity, this high and this high. Now then CPI came, swept this high but left this high open. It left my bias bullish to go back to these highs. CPI, you can even see it almost as a manipulation, like lower to then go higher. This whole range here is 4-hour imbalance, so we are expecting to see rejection higher at that region. So looking at the higher time frame, daily chart now, we are bullish anyway. The external draw up here, but what is important to note, and not many people might see this, but we got CB here, and if you extend that, we have crossed it a few times. We always use it like as a support or resistance. Here we came into it, rejected. Now we broke it, and now I'm expecting Thursday to use that CB as a support for price. And what do you know? CPI pushes into that CB, and I'm expecting to see a long entry around this region because of everything that we have seen. So then 5-minute charts. What does price do here? It displaces lower once more at market open. Market opens here. It first trades a little bit higher, then I'm starting to think that is it going to run immediately? If it's going to do that, I will be a little bit disappointed. But because I wanted to see this get swept, otherwise my bias would have been a little bit mixed. So because I thought that way, I wasn't really going to execute here. So that was out of question. I wouldn't have done that ever. So I'm waiting for additional sweep, which happens. Then we have a bearish fair value gap, which gets inverted after the sweep. We invert that, have a BPR here, and this is the entry I should have taken there from that BPR. Just entry at that busy. Have your stop at the low. You can go all the way up here. Now you can see how the price action is very high resistance here. So it's kind of hard to say how I would have managed the trade here. I would like to think that after seeing all of this back and forth action, I would have had my stop below that low and taken a nice W here. But why did I not take this is because I had a little bit hesitation here. We broke the structure to the upside with very little margin. Now it is good enough. ICT never said it has to be candle close. So this works and should work, especially after flipping all of these bearish CBs into inversion fair value gaps. That's very good sign of bullish action. We create bullish fair value gap, another good sign. But I just wanted to see how the 10 a.m. price action starts running. So that's the reason why I didn't execute that. In hindsight, that would have been the best setup that I should have taken. Now I'm saying to myself that okay, I want to see rejection out of here and then additional fair value gap to enter from, and I took that fair value gap entry. Now I technically never hit my stop, but after having a little bit worse of an entry here and market most of the time being in drawdown, I ended up closing break even around here. So that's what I did, and I'm kind of happy about that. But this is a day where I read the market correctly, and I should have been able to execute in a way that allowed me to make some profits here. But this is a very good day because I read the market correctly. It was super choppy. I kind of managed the position also properly, even though I would have wanted to make some profit. This wasn't a day to do so, really. If I executed from here, I would have been able to make some better profits. So I just have to be a little bit more cautious with my entries, or maybe even a little bit more, like, have a little bit more courage to take these entries, because in real time I saw this and I was thinking to myself, it looks quite good. I'm a little bit afraid of taking that though. So maybe I should have taken this in a way where when I see rejection additionally out of it at that candle, maybe I should have taken it here then. Like, still taking the entry there, having my stop at that low, would have still provided fine trade. So this is one of those days where that you really want to study and see if you did something right, if you did something wrong, journal these things, see how price respected still the bullish PDR race even though it was super choppy. And I will show you one more thing here in the 5-minute chart. So you can see how the 5-minute created a breaker here. And so what is the breaker here? Is it this candle? No, it's not. The breaker in here is the candle which has the highest body close, which is this one. So it's this candle with the highest body close. So is the breaker here? No, it's not this either. It's the entire range of the candle. So this is your breaker block. And yeah, pretty much you can see how market respects that breaker. So not my plan, not my trading strategy. I wouldn't take this trade, but if you have a 5-minute trading plan or anything like that, you could have easily executed something like this and had a massively good day. But yeah, very difficult environment here. After you see this consolidation, when you start to expand just before lunch hour, I would say you could execute this here, but after seeing what happened here, I wouldn't really be interested. So I would say the only way to be profitable here for me is to execute from this BPR. The only way for me to take way to me to take a break even here is to execute it here. I don't think I would have taken break even with that because I tend to trail my stop with the lows. I don't just go break even when I feel like so. I will make very educated way of trailing my stop, so which means that when we create low like this, if I'm thinking that we shouldn't come below that, then I'm trailing my stop there. I'm not willing to go break even just because I don't want to lose the trade anymore. But yeah. And this one here, I wouldn't have executed it. Looking at it live, watching the price action here, this is just not something you want to be a part of. And even going further up, like, yeah, we have some volume, but we are still making these big retracements, or like big. It's kind of choppy still, moving a little bit more higher, but not looking very exciting. So very good day, and very important to study these kind of things.